Spatial reasoning in photography. In the art of photography, the photographer has to worry about his environment all the time and has to think about what he wants to capture with his camera. Spatial reasoning is essential in photography because you need to envision the world around you and decide what and how you want to capture the image. So what is spatial reasoning? Spatial reasoning is the ability to visualize objects from different perspectives, being able to decipher what you can't see based on what you can see. When taking a photo, you want to follow compositional rules in order to make your image more appealing to the viewers. One of these rules is the rule of thirds. With the rule of thirds, you break the image up into a 3x3 grid, trying to get your focal points on the intersecting lines of the grid so that the eye is attracted to the subject matter that you are trying to capture. By implementing the rule of thirds, you are able to lead the viewer's eyes through your image, making their eyes focus on certain parts of the photo. By using the rule of thirds, you are able to frame your subject matter. As you can see, there are many ways you can present your photo. You can either have it focusing on one thing, or you can have it on a bigger picture, where you can see a lot of different things. Now that you know those rules, you're ready to take a picture. By panning in and out, you're able to reduce clutter in your photo and focus more on your subject matter. Panning is a really easy way to make a really ugly photo into a really aesthetically pleasing photo, like this. There's two ways to use your camera. You can either shoot in automatic, where it does all the work for you, or you can shoot in manual mode, where you have to adjust all the settings to get the photo that you want. The problem with manual mode is that until you take the photo, you don't exactly know how it's going to come out unless you know the settings well. The first setting you need to worry about is aperture, which is the amount of depth of field that the camera allows. So you can either have something very blurry in the back, or you can have everything in focus. Sometimes, it's better to have everything in focus, and other times, it's not so great to have everything in focus and just to have the things in the front in focus and the stuff in the background blurred. You may want the things in the front in focus so that the viewer's eyes are attracted to that thing and not the stuff in the background. A good example of when you'd want to use a shallow depth of field is when you're doing portrait work. The next important setting is the shutter speed, or the amount of time that the camera allows light to enter into the sensor. Shutter speed is predominantly used to capture motion. A faster shutter speed allows you to capture faster moving objects. With the right lighting, you're able to shoot as fast as 1/3000th of a second. When shooting that fast, you're able to capture a moment in time in complete detail. But if you shoot too fast and there is not enough light, then the image will turn out completely dark. And on the opposite side, if you slow down the shutter speed and allow more light to come in, you're able to capture motion blur because it will capture the moving light too slow and won't get everything in detail. The problem with the slow shutter speed is if there is too much light, the whole photo will be washed out and completely white.